the second pandemic hits. You have a gym, Revolve Life. It's successful. You're about to celebrate a 7-year anniversary. And you decided to transition everything online right away. Why do that instead of keeping your doors open for when lockdown lifted?
Well, as in the fitness industry, it's really challenging as it is for people to be consistent with their workouts. And that was the number one thing that was my concern, was that I wanted to provide consistency with my members. They had worked so hard. So with the uncertainty of today's times, I had made the announcement with my team backing me up. We decided to move 100% online. And we were able to move quickly. Within a week, we had everyone on our online platform, offering them classes via Zoom, via our web portal, through an app, and without fail, our members have been able to continue with their lifestyle. In fact, since lockdown, many of them have not only been able to keep the weight off, but they have been able to lose weight throughout this pandemic.
You can tell you really love your clients and you've enjoyed staying in contact with them. You lost about 50% of your clientele when you went virtual, but you say now that your reach is even greater than ever.
100%. Unfortunately, with the pandemic, a lot of our members had thought, let's put my membership on hold and let us know when you open your doors. But to this day, unfortunately, a lot of us in the fitness industry have had to shut down. So with that being said, we took the opportunity to expand worldwide. And now we have members all across Canada, from Vancouver. We have some in Calgary, US, and we actually have some members all the way from Kenya, Africa. So we have expanded our reach and we're able to serve so many more women across the world.
Crystal, it's fantastic to meet you. I love meeting people like you who look for the rays of hope and then make things happen. Have a great week.
Thank you so much.
So I am so excited about today's topic because in my mind, it is quite controversial. We're talking all about procrastinating, procrastination. And the reason why this is today's topic is during the poll this week, I had asked, what physical and mental responses do you experience when you are attempting to make a new habit? And the choices were, do you procrastinate? Do you get lazy and run away? Do you freeze? And procrastination was the resounding one out of all of those choices that had the most votes. So today I'm going to talk all about procrastination. So I've got a question for you guys, okay? I would love to know, if I said to you, tomorrow morning, meet me on Zoom at 5 a.m. because if you do that, I will give you $5 million. Would you show up? Let me know in the chat box. I would love to know, would you show up if I said to you, tomorrow morning, show up on Zoom, and the first person to show up on Zoom, I am going to give you $5 million. Would you show up? I'm seeing a yes and a yes. I even bet that all of you, $5 million. I'm going to give you $5 million. If you show up, all you have to do is show up on Zoom at 5 a.m. Okay? Would you show up? I can, yeah. Oh, wait, 5 million? Heck yeah. Right, exactly. I bet you the meeting room would be jam-packed with all of you at about, I would say, 4:45 a.m. I can guarantee all of you would be there. Gray is like, yes, with her tongue hanging out. So my question to you is there really such thing as procrastination? Would you procrastinate in that situation? Probably not. And this is why I believe there is no such thing as procrastination. There's no such thing. The reality is, the reason why you're quote unquote procrastinating is because whatever that thing is that you want to do, it's really not that important to you. Think about that for a second. In another poll earlier this week, I had asked, what is the one habit that you're really having a hard time, that you're struggling to break? And there was a lot of late night snacking, eating junk food, staying away from sweets. There was a couple of, I need to, stop sleeping in. All of those habits that you're trying to break, the reason why you're procrastinating is because it's really not that important to you. When something has enough meaning to it and there is urgency around it, you're going to do it. In the same way that all of you said, yes, absolutely, I would be there 4:45 a.m. waiting to collect my $5 million. Why? Because there's urgency there. So can we agree that when something is not urgent, you're not going to do it? Hence, procrastinating. So when you're trying to break a habit, a bad habit, whether it is, late night snacking, you want to try to break that bad habit. You want to stop, going to the drive-through and grabbing McDonald's, think about why. Why is that urgent? Why is that important? Because at R3, what we do in the Revolve Life Method program is we ask these questions. You already know that it's not good for you, but you do it anyway. Why? What is it that you're feeling before you reach for the cupboard, for the fridge, before you head to the drive-through? What are you feeling? And then during that time, and I'm just going to focus on food, okay? That's what I'll focus on for the sake of this lesson, okay? Because a lot of you wrote that the bad habit you're trying to break is eating junk, stop eating sweets, stop late night snacking, stop going through the drive-through. So if we focus on that as our example for this lesson, what are you feeling before you eat that thing? Why do you think you're eating it? Think about it. In my level 3 group Zoom coaching call last night, one of my members had said, I tend to eat when I'm feeling lonely. Another one said, I tend to grab for something unhealthy when I'm feeling sad, when I'm stressed, when I'm bored. And this is the type of work that we do in the Revolve Life Method. We ask ourselves and we analyze, what is it that I'm feeling before, during, and after? Do you feel guilty after eating that thing that you know you shouldn't? So why are you procrastinating to break that habit? At the Revolve Life Method, we understand that the first step is to reflect on these questions. These are really important questions that we don't even think about. This is the first step to beating procrastination. In other words, firstly, if I'm trying to break a habit and I'm having a really hard time, does it actually mean something to me? Why isn't it urgent enough? And perhaps it's because it's not tied to your highest value. On our first episode, we talked about your identity. If your identity, and I used myself as an example, is being an athlete, is eating junk food, does that support my identity of being an athlete? No, it doesn't. So we even have to take a look at, well, what is your identity? What is important to you? How do you want to show up? How does losing weight, getting fit, having more energy, becoming stronger, how does that mold this new identity? Because if you are doing things that contradict this identity, there's a gap in there that we need to take a closer look at. There's a gap between your current identity and the identity you want. And maybe, just maybe, that new identity is not meaningful enough to you. It's not strong enough. It's too far in the distance. There's no way you can imagine being that way. At the Revolve Life Method, we take a look and unfold and unravel these questions, because these questions are really important to your success. If you are falling victim to procrastination, there is a gap in there between your current identity and the identity you want. There's a gap between the reason why you want to get healthy. Because if you're still procrastinating, your reason to get healthy is not meaningful enough to you. Because you won't procrastinate if there's urgency. You guys all would show up to collect your $5 million, right? So if comparatively, is there that type of urgency when it comes to a habit that you're trying to break or trying to make? Is there the same type of urgency? Is there the same type of meaning? Because I'm sure $5 million, if I were just to give it to you, would that change your life? Yes or yes? So losing 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 plus pounds, is that going to change your life? How? These are the type of questions that we teach and where you're going to get coaching and support through the Revolve Life Method. This is the secret to beating procrastination, guys. We teach our members how to be proactive instead of reactive. We teach our members how to be proactive instead of reactive. Because right now, if you're reaching for the Doritos, if you're late night snacking, if you're already making your order at the McDonald's drive-thru, then your excuses, your sin natures went from 0 to 100 kilometers. But at R3, we're going to learn how to stop them at 10 kilometers. Do you want to learn how to do that? Do you want to finally learn how to beat procrastination? Or are you going to wait until January 1st? Why? Why would you want to make the same New Year's resolution to lose the same 20 plus pounds that you've been trying to lose for the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Why are you going to procrastinate when you can do something about it now? So I've got some really exciting news. Our next 5-day Whoop the Scale workshop is coming up, and it starts Monday, December 7th. Now, if you have never been a part of the Whoop the Scale workshop, you have some exciting learnings and education throughout the workshop that is going to be a game changer for you. And if you were lucky enough to attend our first one, you need to show up, because I'm going to pour even more truth bombs and knowledge, and I'm going to get you guys really going before the new year. So if you're ready to beat procrastination, if you're ready to finally kick all of your excuses to the curb, and if you're ready to start change now, and you're like, why am I going to make the same New Year's resolution again? I do not want to be that person. then you need to register for our 5-day Whoop the Scale workshop. I'm going to add the link to this post right after we're done here. I'm going to add the link, and all you need to do is register. And even if you are a part of this group, you still have to register, because there's going to be a workbook that's going to accompany the 5-day workshop, and we need to also tally up how many registrants that we have, okay? Because there are going to be some prizes, there's going to be a scholarship to be won, so we need every single one of you who wants to attend this free workshop to register, okay? So if you were blessed to attend our first one, you need to show up for this one, because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to teach even more amazing tools to help you beat your excuses, beat procrastination, and kick 2020's butt. R3, our members at R3, we're going to finish this year strong, and we want you to come along with us. Why wait for the new year's? Let's start getting strong now. So I am super excited. I can't wait. But of course, up until then, I'm going to be here every Friday for the Get Crystallized Show. And I will continue to nurture and pour into you. And like I said, my intention with the Get Crystallized Show is to strengthen your mind, your body, and your spirit. So thank you guys for showing up today, and make sure that you register for the next workshop. And by the way, if you have any girlfriends whom you would want to participate with you, friends don't do workshops and transform alone. You know how much better your experience will be doing this with a friend. So if you have a friend who has been struggling with procrastination, with losing weight, and needs that extra hand and extra boost, invite your friend along. All you need to do is send them the link that we're going to attach to this video, and you guys can experience this amazing journey together. Guys, you have nothing to lose but wait. I cannot wait to see you guys there, and we'll see you next week for another Get Crystallized Show. It's been awesome. Enjoy your day. You guys are exactly what awesome looks like. Have a great day.